Hello YouTubers! In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you all how to draw an old Disney character from the earlier days, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. So get yourself a pencil, get a nice piece of paper, and start off with a simple circle shape for his head. He's got some similar, kind of like Mickey's head. And then put a center line right here. That's where the middle of his face will be, because his head's turned. And then a line across to know where his eyes will rest. And remember to always draw loose and light at first, until you get your lines right where you want them. And then below this circle shape, there's going to be a bit of a square shape. Then you're going to draw right at the bottom of that square, kind of another circle, not perfectly round. That's the bottom of his body. And then we draw these simple sticks to plan out where his arms will be. And the same thing for his feet. Okay, so we got those shapes in. Now we need to draw the outer edge of his head. It's much like Mickey's head. Just darken that top edge. And then before we get to the rest of his head, we need to darken the outer edge of his head. Okay, so we got that. Now we need to draw his eyes. And they're just basically two oval shapes. Tall ovals, kind of like Mickey's. And then right at the top, you put these little circles inside. These are the highlights. Then you take the side of your pencil and shade in everything else. And now we got to draw his nose. His nose is fairly and simply a oval that goes like this. Shade that in. Okay, and then now, if you want, you can go ahead and shade the outer edge of his head. And now we need to draw his mouth. We're gonna make him smile. So we need to draw this really big, shallow U shape. Just like that. Put a dimple here. And then you draw a slightly smaller U shape that goes like this. And then we draw her tongue, or his tongue, sorry. Then you color in everything else. Okay, so we got that. Now we need to draw one last detail on his head, his ears. So you just draw, it's like a little thin at the bottom, and then it gets a little thick at the top. Just darken those in. Just color that in, or darken that in, then color it in. Shade that in. Now we do the same thing with the other ear. Then you shade this in. Take your time. All right, so we got his head. Now we need to draw his body. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to darken this curve right here. And this side as well. and just darken this little spot. Don't close off these gaps because his legs are going to come out of that. And then right here, you're going to draw a U shape. These are to indicate his shorts that he's wearing. So we'll have that in. Okay. Now we need to draw his arms. So we're going to draw these thick lines right here. And then here's a simple way to draw the hands. You just draw these little ovals. Draw these ovals right here. Draw his fingers that go like this. Another one here. And his thumb, like that. Now, just beef all the outlines of this hand. Like so. Before we shade in everything, we need to draw his other hand and get his feet too. So we'll get that. Then you're going to draw an oval, one finger, and another finger. His three fingers are like overlapping. Then you just draw a thumb there. Then you repeat the process from earlier. Beef all these lines. Darken these lines. And now we're going to draw his feet. So we start with these. You're going to draw this slightly curved angled line, followed by a curve on this end. Repeat the same process. And then you draw the pant legs that go like this. And then for his foot, all you got to do is just draw this straight line at the bottom. It's going to be looking like a slipper. And then repeat the same process on this side. Okay, so we got that. And then on this side, we're almost done drawing his body. If you remember on the back side, he has a tail that looks like a cloud. So you just draw these simple curves that go like this. And now that we got all his shapes, we can take our time to color everything black except for his shorts. Just like that. And now we gotta color in his feet. Just take your time with it. You can start with the fingers since it's smaller. Shade his thumb. Shade in his other hand. I'm going to shade in his arms. And then we can get the rest of his body in black. As you might have noticed, some of this shading isn't really perfect or, solid. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some tissue and kind of smear it so that it has a flat value to it. But be careful not to get it to spread on certain areas. Just gonna, might want to smear the eyes a bit. As you can see, it's creating a flatter value. Then if you want, you could maybe shade a little extra over. Go back over some lines from earlier. And there you have it. That is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. I hope you all had fun. Please make sure to like, subscribe for more, keep drawing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.